girly pop Soundwave. It's girly pop Soundwave. I am walking to registration now with Scott Brownlee. Like, he was the audio engineer on the original G1 Transformers cartoon. He said to be frank, and I'm living for it. It is like, of course, like my wig is not on properly. I have not put any thought or planning into this at all. I got a wig, I put it on, and I look ridiculous. So yeah, I'm probably gonna redo my hair when we get in there, add a bit more makeup on. But so far, I look okay. And I've got the backpack as well, so people probably know who I am. I don't know. Loving it. Let's go. We're here. Scott's there.
Yeah, look gorgeous.
My papa's there. Noelle's here. Hi. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I am a mess. I just met Frank and Peter. I couldn't film anything, unfortunately, but my god. Over that way. It's very crowded. Very crowded. And my wig is a mess right now. Oh my god. Yes. Taking a while north to see Michael Lawson, who was in The Legend of Prince Valiant. Let's go! Let's go! Gabby Garb, ignore my terrible wig. Firestar from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. It's a little small, but I didn't have, look, I tried to do as much as I could. I didn't have enough time because it was like 2 days before I had to fly out.
Oh, I think that's great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want me to sign it?
No, that's for you to keep.
Okay.
Keep it. Don't sign it. Just
oh, it's for me.
To keep.
Oh,
Keep it.
Thank you. Oh, I love it. Well, I'm going to have to print it up and sell it.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's darling. Oh, thank you. Very, very, very cute. I appreciate it.
Well, good.
The question would be why.
Yes, exactly. For me, it's fun.
Zowie.
Also,
I haven't seen you guys in so long.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Well, there are many here.
I know, and I'm seeing them all.
You should be in the green room. You should.
I went over and I saw Frank and Peter.
Awesome.
Yeah, so they both recognized me.
It seems like only yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't need a name tag.
I got another person I want you to meet.
Say again?
Got another person I want you to meet. Scott Brownlee, Molly Bird.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so happy to see you.
See you all.
We did a lot of work together. I can hear your voice on the phone. I can hear your voice on the speaker. I'm so happy to see. This is an entourage. What have you done?
I don't know. Oh my god,
It's fantastic.
I'm living a dream right now. I really am living a dream. I'm so
I'll stop filming now. Okay. You just have to sit.
Yeah, well, I'm vegan, so that helps.
Yeah.
People meat off my body, cheese off my body. So when did you start?
I got used to that there. Here you are, that's it. I put Oprah's on it.
I see you got Oprah's in there.
Original wings up there. We did get a picture together as well. We did get a picture together.
I guess it's okay.
Just thought I'd ask. I did a little artwork for you. That's supposed to keep.
Oh my God.
I put the fires meant to represent the predators too.
I love it.
It's just reflex just doing stuff in the background while they're shooting.
Medical condition of people.
Oh my gosh!
You be the judge.
Have you seen Colleen?
She's not here. She's walking around. You see, she's walking with a cane now. But she was just here right before you got here.
I think we passed it just walking along there with the cane, yeah.
Rob Holt from Bell Sound.
How you doing, man?
There's so much going on right now. Oh, I love it. I'm loving it. Hi, Peter.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm not sure if you remember me. I interviewed you a few years back for my podcast. We did it over the telephone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll be done.
Lovely to meet you. Amber. Sorry, I'm just so startled. Yeah, Amber. So lovely to meet you.
Yeah.
Noelle North.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this. Anyway, it's fine. 80s. Noelle North.
Oh, yes, of
Voiceover.
course.
Yes.
And also Scott Brownlee.
Nice to see you.
Scott Brownlee's here. Wally Bird. Scott Brownlee.
From Wally Bird, stop running.
Sure. Yeah. Wally Bird. I'll be down there.
Thought we'd all come and surprise
Been a
you.
while, a long while. Yeah.
I've got some artwork for you. I need you some art. Just trying to find it real quick.
Okay.
And that's for you to keep, by the way.
Oh, you got both of the guys.
Yeah. I got Master Blaster from Kid Video as well.
This is for you to keep.
Oh, that's for me to keep?
Yeah, it's for you to keep.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much. That's awfully sweet. That's great.
Welcome. Would it be alright to get a picture with you holding the drawing?
Hello, how are you?
Thank you, how are you?
Oh, good. Are you having fun? Yeah, where did you go out last night?
We stayed around.
Yeah? Are you sightseeing or anything?
Yeah, we'll sightseeing until next Saturday.
Oh, so you're here the whole time?
Yeah.
Ah, are you going to go out to Ventura County and right away?
We are!
When?
Yeah, we are. We are, yeah.
There's a British store in Ventura on the main strip, by the way.
Right, well, what it is, we've got where we hook up with Bill Scott's son, John
That
Scott.
was when I was working, when I reached out to you in 2020, I was working on that and I was
I
already
was
talking
telling my
before we
dad
go
that's
and everything
how
like
3 years
that.
have gone by, like 4 years.
I know, yeah, and I texted you and you said you weren't doing too great that sort of time and I was like, hey.
No, mentally, no one was doing any good
No,
at that time.
no.
No one was.
So you're finally here.
I'm finally here. How are you?
We got our friends, Noelle and Noelle.
Yes, no, nice to see you.
So, right, I'll film you.
Yeah. Picture.
Oh, picture first.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Our anniversary is August 8th. We're going to be in London.
Oh,
We're going to go to Drake's, I believe, in London. Duke's in London for our anniversary.
Oh, I thought you were putting
Stay at the Automobile Club, I believe. And then we'll go to Birmingham.
Birmingham, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going there.
Yeah,
We'll
he's
have
not
to hold
been
it
announced
there.
though,
Yeah.
so.
Oh, right, okay. It's,
You mean my wife?
right, you give them the art, and then because there's people
Yeah.
right in, so there you go.
Okay.
I got you set up.
All right.
Okay, we have
One more.
Oh, one more picture. Swap. Okay. There you go, Amber.
David K. Optimus in animated. Megatron in Beast Wars.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes. Transform and roll out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've done some art. Some of the characters look a bit off because I'm not that good at drawing some of them, but I tried.
Thank you so much. I love this. It's Grandpa Max. It's basically me older and more crankier.
How did Toastman and Captain America didn't really turn out
Captain
how I
America.
hoped them to, but everyone else.
I'm Toastman. I'll save you. Hello, Billy.
And Stark,
What's this? Who is him? Where are they?
Megatron Beast
Oh,
Wars.
this is
Lugner.
Lugner, my favorite character of all.
Lugner.
Uncle Sean.
Plank. I love Plank.
And yes, what's his name from DuckTales?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh dear. I must away. I must go. I must find my ratchet.
That's for you to keep.
That's for me to keep. I love it. DK.
DK.
That's so cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Okay, so look around here.
Spell your first name. D-E-R. That's right.
Yeah, A for Amber, M for Amber, B for Amber, U for Amber, and R for Amber.
I'm not going to charge you. But this will take a second to dry.
Okay. And Amber's mouse.
Oh my goodness. How cute is that? I'm also going to use.
That's for you to keep, by the way.
Oh, thank
That's
you. Oh
for
my
you.
God.
That's for you.
Yours, and that is yours. I love this.
Snap it first. Yeah. There you go. That's it.
I've done you some artwork. I've done you some artwork, David. Yes, done artwork when you scribble on paper, you come in and everything like that. Oh, lovely.
Oh, wow. That's. Can I take a picture of that?
Of course you can. You can keep it.
It's yours to keep.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Amber the Fangirl is the best. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Amber. You're the best. Is that still your title?
Yes,
Officially?
it is. It is.
Just making sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you, Dad, filming.
Thank you, David. Thank you for taking the time. I'm not doing my job.
I was going to say, good job. What was your name? Okay.
Thank you, Andrew. I'll have to use my left hand and foot so you got that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Best of luck.
I love the text. Thank you.
You did all everything yourself?
Yes.
I can't draw a straight line.
You visionaries can't do the last minute just so you don't really go into
Yeah. Let me put this away for safekeeping.
Right now, I'm literally camping outside for the Frank Welker afternoon session because I have Flogan Brothers on the Dreamcast. I would love him to sign. And like, oh my god, there's like, I've got the zine, I don't know how you pronounce it. I feel awful for not pronouncing it properly. I've got artwork in here for him, and I've got supplies, and we're not even moving. Like, their session is, they're still doing the photo sessions, but they've been running extremely behind today, so I have no idea what is going on. Plane take it off. So yeah, we're just gonna see where this goes from here, and even if they're even doing a panel or not, I don't know. But crazy, honestly. So basically, at this point, the organisers were a lot more strict with what was going on in the signing room. Yeah, basically, Scott, Noelle, and my dad came to join me when I was sort of nearly there, and then the organiser, who was actually on the door, he was like, "Have you got a ticket?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, well, only one of you can go in with her." Of course, I had to pick my dad. Me and Frank barely spoke, though. Like, we wanted to speak for longer, but unfortunately we couldn't because the staff were like, no conversations, no personalizations, we've got to keep the line moving. Because, heck, by this time, they were probably running about, like, half an hour late to their panel. Like, their panel was meant to start at 5. And then they didn't actually get there until, like, 6. So that's how much, like, they oversold and stuff like that. But yeah, whilst we were waiting for them in the panel room, we just watched Fire in the Sky from the G1 Transformers cartoon. I did take some videos, but I'm not going to put them in here because I'll just get copyrighted. Transformers.
Okay, so we have news. ETA in 15 minutes.
Woo! Please do not. Yeah! Woo!
Thank you. Patient for waiting and going through lines and spending time, and things are, you just want to sit down and have a coffee or a Coca-Cola. But thank you for putting up with us. We appreciate it.
We are not worthy! We are not worthy!
Oh Lord. Power through Peace is the right of all sentient beings. A parking spot is worth. You won. I thought it had something to do with a parking space, how valuable. So anyway, how are you?
It was Ruby Spears.
Yes.
Ruby Spears Foundation. And I played Mighty Man. Frank played.
Yeah.
It appeared and then
Disappeared.
Ronnie Bird would say, "What's going on in there?" You know. He could do an air conditioner from another room. Or a leaky faucet, you know. What is going on? And Wally would say, "Peter, what's happening in there? Don't you hear that?" I mean, there's an air conditioning leak or something. You're not hearing that in there?
I'm thinking,
It's well done.
now he's picking on me, but I'm thinking of Michael Bell. Because Michael Bell would have this wonderful technique where he could insult you in the most unusual terms, and I'm cleaning that up because there are kids in the group here. But he would go on and on amongst the cast because Wally would be giving us readings. So he'd have the top down, he'd go, "All right, I want you on line 72, blah, 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 and Mike would be going blabbing the whole time, making us laugh. And then when he lift off his thing, we all would get in trouble because they're going, "Didn't you hear what I said?" Anyhow, you had to be there. Much fun. Yes. All right. Like you said, but actually, it was such a great show, and Peter and I, we did the features. At least Peter did them all. I did like as Megatron the 2. But we never work together when you're doing the feature. You just work alone and you do 2-picture, ADR. And when we came back to Prime, we got to work together again. And that, as what was that? Not that many years ago. So it was super fun. And we met a whole new cast of Transformers, and they were unbelievable. So we were kind of like the senior citizens of the group. We just sat down. And Roy says, "Don't do that." But you tell what you thought of the show. The Prime show.
Oh, which one?
The CGI show.
When?
Now he's pulling my ear.
I'm getting whacked. Who did I PO off?
And that was such a shock because, like Peter was alluding to earlier, a lot of times we don't read the scripts or know what's going on until you get there. And the reason is the directors all have so much input, you don't want to get too much confused in your mind, like what you think, because you come in and they take everything and want you to do it their way anyway. So we had no idea what was coming up in the script, even though they had sent us those scripts the night before. So
It's just as well,
yeah.
You can grab a lot of garbage and put that into the next scene, which you shouldn't do because
But
that's
fortunately,
yes.
they brought you back.
Woo!
Yeah, they did. Yeah, some of you might remember that.
Yeah.
A lot of he's an amazing guy, and I got along with him really well. But the gal that was reading Ironhide, it's just like, Optimus, don't you think that we should go out and fix them up? Excuse me, come on. just want to kick some blood.
Yes!
No, Ironhide. Relax. We will do that, but later. Come on, Brian. Let's do it now. Where was I? And Michael Bay said, he said, did you play that character? I said, yeah. Which one? That's an actor's poetic license. I really say that. I just like to hear your voice and say,
Trouble causer.
But sensationally speaking, it was a wonderful experience to read a scene, to a very incredible director and really screw it up.
But going like from the animation world into the feature world with your character, how was that for you? Was that a big change? Did you have to do anything different?
It kind of was, because I had to work. I had to work in the studio with some of the actors, and they would have the person that I'm reading to right next to me, staring up at a 45-foot crane, because that's my size. I was supposed to be over 45 feet high. So I'm talking to an actor or an actress, and I'm reading my lines, and she's like, it felt very strange.
But you got to work the mic in order to get the sound. So it's like, I am Soundwave. Well, you got to work here and you go, I am Soundwave. Megatron. There are Autobots about one sitting next to you. And so even this, that doesn't, you can feel it transforming a little bit, if you will, transforming. He had a sound editor with him in the office on this little, and Robbie, you probably would know what it is, but these little small but very sophisticated recording apparatus. And here, so I did Soundwave in there, and I sounded, like this. I am Soundwave. I could see I was losing it, just because he's hearing you're naked basically. So then it goes through the process and into this really great machine, and the sound engineer's got cans on, and he's kind of going, and Michael Bay says, "How's that sound?" I remember, we can share the power and the destiny of all that lies before us.
Megatron, it is not power I seek. I wish only to protect this planet. I want no harm to come to these humans.
You fool! Why throw away your life so recklessly? With Energon from the Earth and combining our troops, we can rebuild Cybertron, and the entire universe awaits us.
I will not endanger the Earth or its humans. Cybertron has shown us what devastation comes from greed and power.
So to start off, I'm going to give you a recap of the Peter and Frank meet. Unfortunately, at this point, I was asked to put my phone away by the staff, but all I can say is that Frank... So we went up to Frank, and he saw Noelle first. He was like, oh my god, hi Noelle, and Noelle was introducing herself, but I think Frank straight away knew it was Noelle. And then like I was trying not to laugh because I was just standing there in my wig, and then he looked at me and I ripped off and I said surprise, and he was like, oh my god, and he just ran from behind the table and just bear hugged me, and he was like, is your papa here? And then he just steps up from behind me, he's like, ah, and then Scott just and then Scott just comes by and says, and he's like, Scott Brownlee, and he was like, oh my god. Like, I can't exactly remember that well. It just all happened so fast. But I think like Scott said his name, was like, I'm Scott Brownlee, and he was like, oh my god, oh my, and he was just, oh my god, he was just, wow. It was amazing. It really was amazing, and yeah, we are overdue a catch up, me and Frank and my dad, and you know. Yeah, I just wish it would have been possible at the event, but they were running behind from autographs, which I'll explain more at the end of the video. And then we went to see Peter, and then Peter was like, oh my gosh, and also Frank did appreciate the gift bag I gave him, which was full of like British treats and stuff, and I gave one to Peter as well, and he had like a malt whiskey because I found out their favourite drinks, and then Frank was like, so you got like a vodka and lime, and then Peter got a malt whiskey which he loved drinking in Scotland, so he was like, is this what I think it is? And he just burst into a Scottish accent. I was like, oh my god. And then Noelle did the splits for Peter, and then he was just like, oh my god. Just like, he was just so happy to see me, my dad, Noelle, and Scott, and Brandy as well, their assistant. Oh man, she was so lovely. And she she was like, oh my god. She freaked out seeing me. It was like, wow. I was like, but then I was like to my dad, I can't remember if I met Brandy last time at Scotland. I might have done, but it might have only been brief. I was like, I'm surprised she remembers me. And then my dad says, well, you must have left a lasting impression. If I'm being totally honest, I think that the Comic-Con actually oversold the Peter and Frank tickets, because by sort of mid-afternoon, around like 2 o'clock-ish, they were still on their morning autographs, and then they had to get through the VIP tickets and then the afternoon tickets and also like the photo ops and stuff, and it was just simply non-stop. I didn't have any time to explore the dealer hall because I was busy meeting guests and also queuing up for Peter and Frank for most of the day. Heck, they ran about an hour late to their panel because they were still doing autographs, and like we were all in the main sort of panel hall watching Fire in the Sky from the original G1 cartoon and just waiting around for them. Heck, there was a long line of people waiting to see them. Like, it went from the lobby towards like around the building of the convention hall. Trust me, it was long. I wish I took a video of it, honestly. And then they were like, not everyone is going to get in because of how small the panel room is. So there were some people who didn't even get into the panel. Luckily, Rob Holt was... I mean, bless him. Rob Holt was actually kind enough to let me go in with him because he had a VIP badge on. So we went in, and, you know, the first 4 rows on the front were reserved for VIP ticket holders. And also, questions could only be asked by VIP ticket holders. Also, questions could only be asked by VIP ticket holders who had to submit a question in advance, which then they called you up to read it out, and they only got through about 3 or 4 questions because of time restraints. I'm not kidding. This is probably, in no way am I trying to be horrible or anything, but this was not organised at all. This was so badly put together, so poorly executed. They really should have had a larger room for Peter and Frank, or at least have it on like a monitor outside so that people can watch. It was just really hectic, and bless, Frank did ask if Scott Brownlee was in the room when he brought him up, and so I was like, no, he's not, and he's like, oh, well, he was. Thing is, by this time he was waiting, he was in the bar outside, the bar area with my dad, and then when I finished at the panel I was told, oh, he left 15 minutes ago, he couldn't stay, he had to rush off, and just the fact that they just like they turned him away from the panel because, oh, not everyone is going to get in, and just like, this meant that Scott, Noelle, and my dad didn't get to watch the panel. And it just, I don't know, it just made me feel really sad because it would have been awesome for Scott to be there at that panel watching them. I just think, like, next time they really need to put a better plan in place. I mean, I don't think when they had Peter Cullen last year it was as busy. It's mainly more busy because Frank was there along with Peter this year. But yeah, this could have been planned out a lot better because I didn't even get time to explore the dealer hall because I spent most of my day queuing and stuff, and I didn't get to meet Stan Bush or Vince DiCola or Ed Bosco, the voice of Wolf Cybertron Soundwave. Yeah, it was just, I might be going next year. I don't think they'll have Peter and Frank back, but it's okay in my eyes because it'll be a little less busier, and hopefully I had to miss most of the panels on the Sunday, most of the voice panels because of me in this queue, and most of it I was just standing around for. It would have been okay if they did a virtual queue or something like that. But yeah, I suppose apart from those faults, I had a really good time, and just seeing all these people, it just warmed my heart. It really did. With that, day 2 concluded with me saying goodbye to everyone, really, because I had to move hotels. So, yeah, I just ended the vlog there. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Alright, take care. Bye!